times we're going to be very confused. But I would, well, no, I can't say. Greg is telling me I would prefer. I would prefer that you were in here. But since you're not, when TJ gets here at 7 o'clock, we're going to turn this into the Big Man Festival because he's going to take over. No, we're not changing the name of the show. We're not doing any of that stuff. He's going to take over the big chair. We're going to have the Outdoor Channel and the Food Network on the two studio TVs in here instead of something that might actually benefit like Sports Center or one of the sports shows. So yeah, and then I think maybe we might move the grill in. We'll see what we do. Maybe I think he seems like a George Foreman grill kind of guy.
Yeah, absolutely. TJ definitely is a grill guy.
Yeah. So I think, we'll turn this into Big Man Central, and then when you come back, this is our opportunity to make major changes.
All right, well, send me away for now.
Well, we won't send you away. We'll get you back.
I know. Well, John, I guess it's time to, forgetting about the Lions, we'll get into the Lions with TJ at 7 o'clock. I do want to mention that, the Packer game on Sunday absolutely means nothing unless the Lions would lose and Jacksonville would win. But Jacksonville's playing Indianapolis and they're fighting for the playoff lives. So the Lions get the second pick of the draft, and that means they'll be in good shape to take Kobe Dean.
Yeah. He was unbelievable. And you know what? Doing the game, our vantage point was as crappy as you could imagine. We were in the corner on about the second level, so we had the length of the field to try and watch, and a lot of the plays happened on the other side of the field. And so I didn't get a chance to see, obviously, we called those plays, and we know that he made a bunch of plays. We know that Jordan Davis made a bunch of plays, but as soon as the game was over, Doug and I, we packed up our stuff, and instead of going back to the hotel, we just went straight to the airport. We got there at about 1:30 for a 7 o'clock flight, so Doug took a little nap. It was an absolute miserable way to spend your New Year's Eve, but I got a chance to spend it with a good friend, so that wasn't so bad. But I sat down and I watched the TV.
Hold on a second. Was the bar open at the airport?
Oh, there wasn't anything open. We were the only two there. There was no coffee, there was no food, there was no bar, there was nothing. Except us and a vending machine. And so it just was terrible. Anyway, I did have a big Texas, by the way. That was it. And I thought of you. I thought, what, Stoney would be in heaven right now because we had our big Texas. But I sat down and I watched the TV comp. And I got a chance to see, and I'll never forget when Kobe Dean went down. It was in the fourth quarter, and I don't think he was hurt. He was just kind of, cramping up or something. And they showed a highlight package. To see them back to 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 back, it was unbelievable. The player that he is. Jordan Davis is an alien, and he just is 360 pounds. And when I talked to Scott Hamilton, their play-by-play guy, earlier in the week, he talked about over the course of this guy's career at Georgia, came in as a pudgy kid, and he put in, obviously, the work in the weight room. He does admit that he's like 350 pounds, but he said he's 350 pounds of pretty much chiseled muscle. And I didn't believe it until I saw it. He was unbelievable. He was all over the place.
They were, I think, I wasn't as duped as other people because I thought Georgia was going to win and cover. A lot of us were duped by what happened against Alabama. Fraudulent. The SEC's not that good. The SEC is basically the Big Two and the Little 12, what it is. And they're so far ahead of everybody else. And look, Michigan played a bad game. Let's not sugarcoat it. They were bad. Okay. Most of it, I think, was due to how good Georgia was.
No question.
Cade McNamara was off. They couldn't run the ball. You all saw it. It was like men against boys. And Georgia, from the opening drive, they knew Michigan was in trouble, and that's why, Harbaugh went for it on the fourth down early, because score on that drive, or they were going to be in trouble. Weaknesses that you saw in 2020. Guys like Vincent Gray showed up. They had the game orange ball, and he had a really good year this year.
Yeah.
But Aiden, everybody else, he didn't do much. He's not worth number 1 and number 2 pick. In fairness to him, okay, he did not play well, but they got the ball out so quick, and they pretty much schemed, so he wouldn't even be a problem.
Yeah, I'm not crazy. Look, we can still debate on what the Lions should do with they now have secured a top 2 pick. Yeah, I think it was debatable last week, and I still don't know who they should take. Just like I thought last week, I thought Hutchinson got a little bit of a bad rap on Friday night. I think what you just said, they neutralized him, no doubt, because they got rid of the ball. The game plan was brilliant. It was kind of sad that Michigan couldn't adjust. I mean, I thought Hutchinson made a brilliant play when he actually kicked outside to make that tackle on that one short screen.
Yeah.
I thought I noticed Hutchinson in the game.
Ojabo was nowhere.
Ojabo only had one time where he got a pressure.
And they called a face mask one time on another pressure where he was in the pressure on Stetson Bennett, and Salyer, their left tackle, grabbed his face mask just to save his butt.
Clearly I got duped to a degree. I did pick Georgia to win the game, but I thought it would be like a 21-17 sort of type game where, look, if these teams play 10 times, I think more times than not, Georgia will win by 2 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. I thought you got a little bit of a better outcome for them and lesser outcome for Michigan in the game. I mean, to me, it was just, like you said, Stoney, it was clear from the opening drive. And I even think, and some people have talked about this, the coin toss, where they came out and you saw the size of Davis and Dean.
Yeah.
But especially Davis. And Davis was jacked. And he was staring down Vastardis. And Vastardis was looking down. Go back and look at it. That bothered me. I got a bad feeling from right there where it was kind of like, oh boy, size-wise. He made a pretty big kid look just ordinary. It was disappointing as a fan. I mean, but it was pretty, didn't ruin my night because it was so obvious what was happening. I got a little duped, not majorly duped like some people, but I didn't see that quite coming.
No, I don't think we realized how good they were because of what happened in Alabama.
It just makes no sense what happened in Alabama.
Here's the difference. Alabama was playing for their lives.
Why wasn't Georgia to get them out? Why would Georgia want them in the
Well, they would, but there is a difference in motivation. I'm not saying that their motivation was. Their motivation should have been at top notch. They should have wanted to win every single game, but we're talking about the variable here is 18 to 22-year-old kids, and you can tell them all you want. How much this game means in the SEC championship game, and it is a championship game. I guarantee you, those guys were prepared. They were doing everything that they normally do, but just at a different level. Subconsciously, they probably were thinking, you know what? No matter what happens, we've got a spot in the playoffs. And Alabama's thinking, we've got to win. We have to win, or our season is over.
And the other difference, they had Bryce Young and dynamic wide receivers in that game, Williams and Mechie before he got hurt, and that was a big difference as well. We'll get into all this stuff. TJ will join us at 7 o'clock, get into the Lions, and it was actually not as bad as they played. At least we know they're going to have one of the top 2 picks. So, you got to have a little bit of positivity on this negative Sunday. The telephone number, 248-539-9797. What did you think of the Michigan debacle? Does it ruin the season? It was weird. I watched the game. I wasn't that pissed off because there wasn't, oh my God, we would have done this, we would have done this, we would have done this. No,
right.
It was over early, which made it actually a little more palatable to a certain extent. Hey, BetMGM and Theme Sportsbooks, welcome to the year. Simply place a $10 money line wager on either Cleveland or Pittsburgh. If either team scores a touchdown, you win $200 in free bets, regardless of your bet's outcome. Just use the bonus code STONY200. When you make your first bet, enjoy football like never before and earn M-Life rewards that you can redeem for comps and MGM resorts nationwide. Download the app and go to BetMGM.com. Use the bonus code STONY200 to win $200 in free bets if either Cleveland or Pittsburgh scores a touchdown. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Michigan only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Awards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expiring 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, a look at the drive this morning. There's a few new issues going on, including a crash block in the left shoulder of 90 for westbound just after Counter. Another accident is affecting the M14 eastbound ramp to southbound 275. And then look out for a disabled vehicle that's reported on M14 westbound near Sheldon Road, blocking the center lane. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Kick off the new year with Xfinity and get fast, reliable internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. And score 12 times the speed for the same internet price when you add Xfinity Mobile. That's more speed, and you'll save hundreds over AT&T. That's incredible speed at an amazing value, so you can keep new resolutions going strong. Plus, ask how to get $300 back and a 5G phone on us during the Xfinity Hello 2022 sales event. Don't wait. Go to Xfinity.com/sale, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Ends 1/10/22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Compares monthly service charge for Xfinity 600 megabits per second, AT&T 500 megabits per second each with one unlimited mobile line for a year as of 10/6/21. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of mobile usage.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain pickup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations so you get the product you're looking for. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
97.1 The Ticket and Beaumont's Student Heart Check program provides a healthy heart check for students whose families might not otherwise be able to afford it. Go to 971theticket.com, search Student Heart Check, and help make a difference in our community.
With the Peloton bike, there's always something new to try. We're adding new music to our artist series, new disciplines like boxing.
Fight your way through. Let's make it count.
So many new workouts to try on and off the bike.
Let's go, Peloton family.
There's always something new to keep you motivated. For a limited time, get a $550 value on the Peloton Bike Plus. $300 off plus free delivery and setup at $250 value. All access membership separate. Limited time offer until January 9, 2022. Free delivery only available in Continental U.S. Terms apply.
Imagine organizing possibilities with Lowe's. For keeping it all together comes the Project Source Clear Storage Tote starting at $238, and iDesign plus this cool storage bin starting at $1298. Clean up your closet with the Closet-Made Brightwood Closet Kit starting at $119.98. Find it all at Lowe's Store and Save Event in-store and on Lowe's.com. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Valve to 318. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. U.S. only. iDesign plus the school storage bin. Pricing excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Gentlemen, now you can find the best brands and fits for you without even trying. Just follow these easy instructions. Step 1, shop a personalized store that does all the work for you by customizing a selection for your taste and body. Step 2, level up your closet with the best brands and fits with little to no effort. Not trying has never looked so good. Introducing Stitch Fix Freestyle, your personalized store. We're so you.
Drive to the playoffs, brought to you by Driveway.com.
Kansas City surprised fans and experts alike by starting the season with a paltry 3-4 record, but then an incredible win streak brought their 2021 season back to life, and now they have their eyes on reaching the big game for the 3rd straight year.
Looking for a car? Go to Driveway.com, where you can get pre-qualified, buy a car, and get it delivered.
show. We know Kirk Cousins, 37-10. The Packers wrap up the number 1 seed, and we'll talk with TJ at 7 o'clock. You know, the Packers number 1 seed, they get the bye. So not going to be playing for 2 weeks as Rodgers even plays Sunday at Ford Field. We'll get into that. The Lions lose, of course, 51-29, 265 yards. Gave up on the ground. Red Wings lose to the Bruins 5-1. Michigan State rallies from a 13-point deficit at Northwestern to beat the Wildcats 73-67. Gabe Brown with 20 points. But we're talking Orange Bowl and what happened to Michigan on Friday night. 248-539-97-97. And I know people